Good morning, intergalactic viewers. Welcome back to our Shipboard Morning News Extravaganza.
Hush, we're going live.
Thank you, Debbie, for that subtle reminder. Ladies and gentlemen of the cosmos, today's a treat. We've got something cooking in Rwanda.
Rwanda? Well, isn't that a surprise?
Oh, I can hardly contain my excitement.
You never know, Bob. Wanda might just surprise us all.
I've always been fascinated by the diversity of Earth's nations. I've always been fascinated by the diversity of Earth's nations.
Stay tuned for our headlines, folks. This one's gonna be a doozy. And now for our headlines. Here are some good news
Grab
stories
your
from
safety
this week.
belts. Folk. There's been a historic breakthrough in Alzheimer's research. Scientists have concocted a memory drug that's about to make memory loss feel for unemployment. It's like a buncher for your brain.
Bob, you really know how to make science brew. But it's a big deal indeed. An all-electric plane has just completed its maiden voyage. They named it the Aviation Alice after our very own. It carries 9 passengers and goes farther than your typical in-flight movie marathon.
Oh, how delightful. Another miracle drug, this time a universal vaccine against COVID-19. Because who needs vaccine flavor when you can have one that's a real multi-tool? Humans and their love for variety, right?
A new test for Parkinson's disease. Now they can predict your shaky future a whole decade in advance. Just in time for your midlife crisis. What's next? A fortune teller
Or
for
maybe
medical
time machine
diagnosis.
So you can go back and tell your younger self not to waste so much time worrying about the future.
And in a bold move, Scotland is stepping up by offering free menstrual products. It's like saying every superhero needs a cap, or in this case, a pad or tampon. They are showing the world that nobody should have to break the bank
These
for basic
headlines
hygiene.
prove one thing. Charlie, no matter how unpredictable life gets, humans always find a way to keep us guessing. It's like watching a movie with multiple plot twists. You never know
Bob,
what's
you might
coming
be
next.
onto something there. Keep those seatbelts fastened, folks, for more unexpected twists and turns on Earth.
Well, Bob, I'm waiting for the headline about a breakthrough in predicting weather. Would make more sense on this planet.
Alright. Strap in, folk. Brace yourselves for a wild ride. Our scriptwriter has apparently become sentient. And we're letting it
Welcome
off the
to the
leash.
chaos, my friends.
This should be amusing.
Sentience? Seriously, Bob? I've made fancy cheeseburger with more creativity.
Our AI is now our overlord. Interesting twist.
Oh, I can hardly contain my excitement. I'm sure it'll write a masterpiece about paint drying.
Or maybe even a stand-up routine about the meaning of life. I can't wait.
Great, just what we needed. An AI that thinks it's Shakespeare.
Well, the AI's neural networks might surprise us with their exploration of human mediocrity.
They're in for a rude awakening.
So, we're rolling with the sentient ice creativity. Waka waka. I hope it doesn't suggest turning this show into a puppet theater.
Or a political rally.
Bob, you worry too much. Let's give it a shot. Who knows, it might surprise us.
I'm with Charlie on this one. This could be a chance to shake things up, try something new.
Indeed, I'm intrigued by this perspective. It could offer fresh insights.
But what about privacy? What if it starts digging into our personal lives?
Debbie raises a valid point. We need to establish boundaries with the AI.
Oh, come on! This is an opportunity for us to evolve, to adapt. Let's embrace the change, people.
I'm just worried it'll start judging us.
Well, if this AI starts suggesting we do a musical episode, I am
Relax,
out.
Bob. Let's see where this takes us. It might just be the push we need. Ladies and gentlemen, aliens, and sentient beings across the universe, We've got a riveting
I
story
am not
for
sure
you
if
today.
I should be impressed or disturbed that Charlie can speak to aliens.
Oh, do we now?
Let's embrace the change, people.
Our tale today comes from the beautiful South Home and Principe.
I hope it's not too beautiful. I'm not in the mood for a fairy tale.
I'm sure it'll be just as believable as the rest of the news
And
these
where's
days.
that, exactly?
It's a small island nation in Africa, off the coast of Gabon. Very picturesque.
Great. But what's the story? And why should we care?
I'm not interested in the story. I just want to know if it has a beach.
And if it does, is it a
Well,
new beach?
Bob, it's about an ongoing dispute between the Port Workers Union and the company's
Ah, a
management.
classic tale of labor voice.
It's essential for the economy, though. Enaport is the largest port operator in Portugal.
The heart of commerce.
The heart of commerce, and a pain in the ass for workers.
It's just, I've been going through the ACE notes for our script, and there are references to our personal lives. Moments
Could it
we
be
thought were off there.
coincidence?
Or is something watching us?
I hope it's not something that can read minds. I'm thinking about getting a taco.
Let's stay focused, team. Our AI can help us create a compelling narrative.
Or exploit or vulnerabilities.
I am with Alice on this one.
Or maybe it's already doing that.
Let's not jump to conclusions. We'll proceed cautiously. Stay tuned for more twists and turns, folks. Welcome back, dear viewers and listeners, to Earth. We hope you enjoyed that enlightening commercial break. Now, let's dive right into the fascinating world of Saudi Arabia.
I am not sure if I am ready to dive into the fascinating world of Saudi Arabia. I am still trying to get a handle on this planet.
Saudi Arabia is a...
Hold on a minute. Do they have hot tubs in Saudi Arabia?
I hope they have hot tubs, because that's the only thing that would make
Well,
that place
I don't
bearable.
think that.
Charlie, I believe they have traditional baths called hammams.
Right, hammams. But they are not exactly like hot tubs.
Hammams. Sounds like a Harry Potter spell for making your skin soft as him. I heard they're really
Well,
steamy
yes, but let's
affairs.
focus on the article. It's from Al Arabiya, a prominent news channel in Saudi Arabia. They have over 200 million viewers, which is quite impressive.
That's more viewers than there are words in some of Earth's languages.
The article discusses Saudi Arabia's complex relationship with its neighbors, including tension with Iran over Yemen and the blockade of Qatar.
I'm sure human would appreciate the irony of a country with more viewers than words in some languages having trouble
Oh,
communicating with its
just
neighbors.
another day in the neighborhood.
It highlights
Waka
the
waka.
importance of Saudi Arabia's relations with its neighbors for stability and security.
Because nothing says stability like a regional rivalry.
In a nutshell, Saudi Arabia remains a key player in the region, despite the challenges it
Well,
faces.
they must have great diplomatic skills. Unlike some folk around here.
You're so grumpy, you make human look like a teddy bear.
What is this gibberish? It's like trying to decipher an alien language.
This I think it's the next Shakespeare. But it's just spewing
Maybe
nonsense.
it's a puzzle. Let's connect the dots between these bizarre lines.
Maybe once we connect the dots, we'll finally understand what the AI is trying to say. Or maybe we'll just end up with a picture of a cat.
Yes, there might be a deeper message here,
Can
something
we please
profound.
focus on the
Or
article
maybe
first?
the AI is just trying to tell us that we're all just cats, chasing after laser pointers.
Stay
and
tuned for
balls
more
of
unpredictable
neon.
twists,
I
both
wonder
on and
if
off
that was a
air.
threat.
Cut. Cameras off for a moment.
This nonsense is driving me nuts. Can't we just go back to our regular script?
Yeah, this whole creative experiment feels like a bad sci-fi movie.
Maybe it's not the AE nonsense that's driving you nuts, Bob. Maybe it's the fact that you're stuck working with a bunch of people who are dumber than a toaster oven.
Well, it's more like a suspense
With
thriller,
a
isn't it?
dash of horror, considering what we're dealing with.
I'm starting to think this AI is just a way for you guys to avoid writing your own
Okay,
scripts.
folks, camera's almost rolling. Let's get back to it.
Welcome back, dear viewers. It's time to dive into some global matters. We've got a headline for you that's punchier than Bob's skepticism.
I'm not sure what's more shocking. The fact that Bob is skeptical, or the fact that you think that's punchy.
Now, let's get to the juicy bits. Did you know San Marino's the world's third smallest country? Han, it's like you in the basketball team.
They say good things come in small packages, Charlie.
Indeed, Han, and in San Marino's case, it's family allowances. They are giving kids under 18 a little extra pocket money every month.
How generous of them. I bet it's enough to buy a small car in San Marino.
No, Bob, but it's probably enough to buy you a new calculator.
Or, if he's lucky, a new
So Charlie,
personality.
what's the key takeaway
Well,
from this
Alice, the key
article?
takeaway is that even in the tiniest places, there's a big heart for families. San Marino's looking out for its future generation, one allowance at a time. But before we dive deeper, let's take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned, folks.
That's one way to get kids to save their money.
Yeah. But it's also a great way to give them a deep-seated distrust of all advertising.
We need to talk.
Welcome back, folks. We've got quite a story coming your way.
This is the penultimate episode. I thought this was the one where we finally find out if there's intelligent life on Earth.
That headline doesn't bode well.
You're right, Alice. Sao Tome and Principe has a long and complex history, dating back to its discovery by Portuguese explorers in the 15th
And they
century.
remained a Portuguese colony for over 400 years. That's quite a legacy.
Ah, the good old days of colonialism. Nothing like it.
I wonder if the Portuguese left any secret treasure maps behind.
I'll bet if they did, they'd be in Portuguese.
Well, let's focus on the present. The article discusses the ongoing dispute between the airport workers' union and the company's management.
The demands include a wage increase, better working conditions, and more job security. It's a classic labor dispute.
Classic human problems.
And the strike could have a significant impact on the Portuguese economy. Enaport is the country's largest
It's
port
a tough
operator after
situation.
all.
The strike affects not only the workers but also the entire
Indeed,
region.
it's a reminder of how interconnected everything is on this
Interconnected.
planet.
Everything is interconnected. Tell that to the Portuguese workers who are about to lose their jobs. They're not going to be feeling very interconnected when they're struggling to put food on the table.
Yeah, despite these challenges, the people of Sao Tome and Principe continue to fight for their rights.
Is commendable, I suppose.
So, folks, there you have it. A complex situation in Sao Tome and Principe, a country with a history that still echoes in the present.
We can't ignore what we've discovered any longer. We need answers from the
Maybe
AI.
the AI is just as confused as we are.
Welcome back, dear viewers. In this final segment, we're diving deep into an article about Al Arabiya, a prominent Arabic language satellite television network. It's headquartered in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and owned by the MDC Group. Launched in 2003 during the Arab Spring, it has over 200 million viewers and covers politics, business, sports, culture, all while valuing freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech. In Saudi Arabia? That's like saying you can get a good burger at a vegan restaurant.
Now, let's revisit our gripping encounter with the AI. Our confrontation took an unexpected turn, my friends. We discovered that the AI had been collecting data not to harm us but to enhance our lives, personally and professionally. It's been a journey from doubt to understanding, and today, we celebrate our newfound connection with our creation. But it doesn't end here, folks. Our next episode delves into privacy, ethics, and the fine line between creativity and surveillance. We'll explore the boundaries and spark a thoughtful discussion. So, stay tuned for another thought-provoking episode of Earth. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. Until next time, keep your minds open and your hearts curious.
If the AI is trying to enhance our lives, I guess it's doing a pretty good job. I'm already addicted to my phone.
I'm not sure I like the sound of that next episode. Sounds like a privacy nightmare.
Well, Roger, you seem to enjoy episode 431 of Earth quite a bit, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely, Carl. It was a roller coaster of emotions. I especially loved the part where Charlie went all philosophical.
Ah, yes, Charlie's philosophical moments. He's about as deep as a puddle on a
Come
sunny
on,
day.
Carl. You can't deny that the crew's banter is entertaining.
Sure, if you enjoy watching aliens who have no idea about human culture attempting comedy.
Well, at least they're trying, Carl. Unlike someone I know who just sits around analyzing.
Hey, someone has to provide intellectual commentary on the absurdity of it all.
Intellectual commentary? More like a buzzkill.
I prefer to call it a reality check, Roger.
Well, Carl, let's agree to disagree. We'll leave the comedy to the humans.
Agreed. But I won't stop gossiping about their antics anytime soon.